Car and truck stuff everywhere. Over 1 million square feet of exhibit space, and it's packed wall to wall. It's the SEMA show in Las Vegas, and we're your ticket to get inside. Spend the next 30 minutes with us as we show you some of the coolest and most innovative creations from the aftermarket world. This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, starts now.
Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Now there's nothing like the smell of burning rubber in the morning. We're back at SEMA, man. Brian, we're hanging out with the coolest people on the planet, man. These are automotive people.
SEMA is part car show, part trade show, part automotive mayhem of every single shape and size, from the drifting on the outside of the show to the crazy vehicles on the inside of the show to the great innovation in parts. So we're going to show you over the next half hour. Las Vegas embraces this trade show, come car show every single year, and it's fun for us to come.
Absolutely. There's so much to see. Let's get started. Well, when you're talking rubber products, why not talk to the best? I'm here with Danny from Steel Rubber. Danny, you guys are killing it at the SEMA show, man. What do you got here?
So we are displaying some of the parts that we have on a build that we did last year. It was a 1962 Cadillac. So we have all the parts, the majority of the parts from bumper to bumper displayed here. We got all the parts on the car, and the car is sick, and I mean, it's nice.
Now, what are these parts?
So they range everywhere from the hood decal weather stripping and the hood bumpers. You got windshield gaskets, vent windows, door weather stripping, rear window gaskets, trunk. So, you know, all the components inside of the door, tail light gaskets. So it's a little bit of everything, but it shows you the diversity of some of the stuff that we make.
You guys got some new products as well. Tell us about those.
Absolutely. This year we're showing off our 61 to 67 Ford Econoline pop-out window gaskets. They're brand new. They're the only ones on the market right now. And they are ready for all those people who are just getting into restoring vans.
Well, your booth's looking good. Tell us about your website. Where can they find you at?
So you can find us at www.steelrubber.com. All of our stuff is searchable by year, make, model, and style. We have a large universal section as well, so we can help you find anything you need.
Well, check them out. We'll see where Brian is. Let's check in with him.
Well, as we've been making tracks around the 2018 SEMA show, we're making tracks like we've never seen at the SEMA show before. You're looking at a classic Dodge Power Wagon truck with this awesome utility bed, a Cummins diesel engine, but most importantly, these bolt-on tracks. The tracks actually bolt onto the hubs just like you would bolt a tire on, and they get driven around. This thing is pretty much unstoppable on wheels, and you can drive it through Armageddon and back on these tracks. A really neat piece, and again, just another example of what you're going to see at the SEMA show. You never know what's around the next corner.
Well, it wouldn't be a good SEMA show without talking to the world leader when it comes to tire service. I'm talking about Hunter Engineering. I'm here with John Zentz. Now, John, I was going to retire because tire work was heavy. I was sweating. You ruined it, man. You guys made it too easy. Talk about the revolution with Walkaway.
Oh, sure will, John. It's great to be with you on Motorhead Garage here at SEMA. Our Revolution tire changer, the industry's only fully automatic tire changer, has an awesome feature called Walkaway. And what Walkaway allows the operator to do is to do multiple things at one time. If you notice, David is over here. He's going to be balancing a wheel, and on the tire changer will automatically and autonomously demount that tire without any human involvement.
Wow, walk us through the process. He's not doing a whole lot.
No, right now the only thing he's really doing here is putting that tire and wheel onto the balancer, and you'll see he'll hit a button, he'll walk away, and now the entire dismount procedure will be done autonomously by itself, and this improves the efficiency of a set of tires, a set of 4 tires, by 25%.
Wow, and also a technician. Time's money in our industry. I mean, he's doing 2 things at once. You're cutting that time, bam, that's a lot.
That's right, it's actually 50% less time on the changer, but a 25% improvement in efficiency. And talk about the safety aspect. I mean, here the changer is autonomously changing this tire, and there's no human involvement whatsoever.
Yeah, training simple for a shop. Techs can do it. Entry-level techs. I mean, we're having a problem with technicians out there. No more. They can do tires, not a problem. Service. I know Hunter doesn't just give you the machine, that's it. I use Hunter. I know there's a service team. Talk about that.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, we're fortunate. We have over 410 service reps in the United States, so they are in the local market that can provide same-day or next-day service, and that's awesome to be able to provide that service to a customer when they need it in their local local market every day.
And they don't need it much. Equipment is good, don't get me wrong. What about the actual balancer? This thing is phenomenal as well. I mean, I don't see any arms or any process there. It looks pretty simple.
That's right, John. So the Road Force Elite also is a completely automatic balancer, the industry standard in wheel balancing. So we're going to measure all of the dimensions of the wheel and everything automatically without any technician involvement, measure road force on every single assembly, and diagnose any tire and wheel related vibration issues.
Well, John, you made it too easy. I mean, Hunter's a worldwide revolutionary, the industry. I mean, this is it. You're looking at the best. This special edition of Motorhead Garage is just getting up to speed. Still lots more from the SEMA show here in Vegas. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is brought to you by Innovation Performance Technologies, racing to innovate. DT Power, unleash performance. Champion Cooling Systems, high performance aluminum radiators. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage from the SEMA show. There's 160,000 people here, and every single one of them's looking for John Gardner's autograph.
Here's a car we haven't seen here before, and this is called a Vador. Well, it's actually a G35 Infinity powertrain underneath of a Vador body, and the thing looks factory, man. You couldn't tell the difference. And the really cool part right here is this chopped carbon fiber. They actually take a spool of chopped carbon fiber, put it in the press, mold it, and this is what you get out of it, man. We haven't seen that here at SEMA yet. Now, between the rims, the actual interior, this thing is all custom from the front to the back. There's all kinds of cool cars here at SEMA, and this Vador's one of them.
The SEMA show is all about innovation, it's all about technology, and it's all about advancing things. And one guy who continues to advance things is Benny from Dustless Blasting. Benny, it sounds like a cliche question, but I've been to your plant, I've actually used the equipment. How are you improving on perfection? Because you swear you are.
Absolutely, and the way that happens is you buy the best equipment to make these machines. So every year some new technology makes itself available. I'm the first guy that's going to jump on that, include it in what we're doing, and then get really great training for the operators of these machines. And I'm telling you, we are building the best that we've ever built. We do build from the beginning to the end. So we build our own trailers. We have a trailer shop. We have our pressure vessel shop. We put it all together. We have CNC machines to make some of these fantastic cooling packages. So we do build the whole thing from the ground all the way up to deliver a finished product that's better than anything that they've seen.
And that's where the magic really actually begins, because when your customer takes the product, Dustless Blasting is not going away.
That's absolutely right. So once again, it's by being able to support the customers just like we support our own employees. They need to know how to operate the machine. They need to know how to price jobs. All of that comes through with our marketing package. And recently we started our own finance business as well. So we can help these guys get their business started. And I'll tell you, we're more passionate about that than we've ever been before.
Normally I see a guy sliding a green suit jacket on, he just won the Masters golf tournament, but it's appropriate enough that I'm with the master of blasting himself. He's in green, John Gardner's somewhere, and he's in blue and gray.
Well, there's a lot of cool trucks and cars here at SEMA, but it doesn't do any good if you don't have anybody to work on them. Well, in our industry, there's a technician shortage. Now, SEMA's addressing that. How are they doing it? Well, this truck behind me, the students from C-Tech Automotive Program and instructor Jack Stowe actually put this thing together from the top to bottom. They're addressing the technician shortage, and they're also inspiring technicians of tomorrow.
Well, you at home may not be here at the SEMA show in Las Vegas. There are ways you can interact with SEMA that are very important. I'm here with Chris Kirstig from SEMA. Chris, let's talk a little bit about the SEMA Action Network and how the folks at home can get involved.
Yeah, that's right. So one of the things that SEMA does is we try to take care of the hobby by looking out for government regulations, new laws that are proposed that in one way or another would kind of infringe on the hobbyist opportunity to enjoy all these cars and trucks. So SEMA established the SEMA Action Network as a way for all the enthusiasts out there to plug in and get a pipeline of information. And with that grassroots voice, we're able to affect a lot of change and make sure that the hobby stays safe. It's really worked wonderfully. We got millions of folks going, and we need millions more.
No one of us is as strong as all of us, so make sure you get involved in the SEMA Action Network. Go to SEMA.org to learn more.
Well, when it comes to SEMA, some businesses are icons, and I'm at one of them. I'm here at Borla. I'm with David Borla. You guys been here for decades, man, but you know what? You don't stay on top by not innovating. You got some new innovations here. What do you got for us this year?
So more and more cars are coming from the factory with active exhaust systems, which means that they have more than one exhaust path, essentially going from quiet to loud. And so a lot of aftermarket guys are picking up that feature when they buy their car from the lot. And so of course they want to retain that feature. And for us, it's a lot of fun because we get to give them two exhaust notes in one. It's like having two aftermarket exhausts in one.
Absolutely. Now with that system comes some OEM features. You guys handle that as well?
Right, so we're using the OEM actuator and the OEM sort of architecture. Then we've created our own valve strategy that really is an improvement on the OE valve. So they perform a little bit better, but really the big difference is going to be in sound. You get two distinctly unique exhaust notes, which is pretty cool.
That's huge. Now also a lot of cars, chrome's going away. What do you offer in that market as well?
So black is the new black, if you might believe it. So black finish, black carbon fiber tips have been really popular for us. So we're offering a sort of a gloss, a semi-gloss, and a carbon fiber finish for virtually everything we do in tips these days.
Yeah, it looks good. Where can they see it on the web, David?
www.borla.com.
We'll go check it out. Just around the corner, we'll show you some of the rides you only see at the SEMA show and some ideas we think you're going to love. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. We're truly living the dream here at the SEMA show. You know, if you're remotely into cars, if you have a car, heck, if you've ever seen a car, you need to get out here to Las Vegas. You never really know what kind of new technology or invention you're going to discover. You can always count on John to find something techie. What do you have over there, John?
Well, we're talking hybrids here at SEMA, but we're not talking about your average grocery getter. We're talking about a 500 horsepower twin turbo motor, and a lot of manufacturers are sandwiching the hybrid right in between. That's giving you an extra 40 horsepower. That's the electric portion of it. Now, how does that work? It's actually driven by a battery pack here in the center, and then you see on the right side there's a bunch of computers controlling it, and on the left's an AC/DC generator. On the front, they're also using a hybrid motor as well for drivability purposes. Hybrid, a whole new meaning here at SEMA.
Hot rods come in many shapes and sizes, and SEMA shows us almost every variety as well. This is called an Emery Outlaw 356, built by a guy named Rod Emery. He has a company that specializes in building cars like this. It is in every way, shape, and form a hot rod. The cars are effectively hand-tailored to the buyer. This one happens to have a twin turbocharged flat six engine in the back, beautifully hand-formed panels. It is everything up in front and back Porsche, but it is totally a hot rod. It's get out here and rip. A couple hundred horsepower back there. It definitely fly down the highway.
Well, engine swaps are here to stay, and if you ever swapped an engine, you know that the wire harness and programming can be a nightmare. We're not anymore, because I'm here with the guys from hotwireauto.com. I'm here with Tony and Chris. Now, Tony, how did you start the company?
Well, I started this company. I met Mark from Street Performance, and I was semi-retired, and he said, well, I need some help with getting this wiring going. So I thought, that sounded like a pretty good idea. So we started working up a program. Took about a year to figure out all the details and started making these products. And we were selling them through that organization.
Well, you need the brain behind it, and that's Chris. I mean, there's a lot that goes on when you're building these wire harnesses. Isn't that true, Chris?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do a lot of customizing. We do all the GM, Ford, and Chrysler harnesses. All from the old stuff to the brand new stuff. We're doing the new LT1, LT4s. We do the new Hemi Hellcats with the NAG1 transmissions. And I think our biggest strength is our tech support and the fact that we customize everything.
You guys also are into the drive-by-wire and non-drive-by-wire and the adaptive cruise control. Tell us about that.
Well, the cruise control is kind of new to us. It works really well because it's really separate from the rest of the engine harness, so it can be used on all manner of vehicles, everything from carbureted motors all the way up to the brand new stuff.
What's your website?
It's hotwireauto.com.
Well, my hat goes off to you guys. I know it's hard to build one of these harnesses, and it's even harder to program them. Let's check in with Brian. He's running around the show. We'll find out what he's up to.
The SEMA show has a lot of friends and only a couple enemies. And the main enemy of the SEMA show is rust. This is bad stuff. But the folks at EvapoRust has come up with a solution that's easy to use. Natasha, tell me about EvapoRust.
So EvapoRust is non-toxic, easy to use. All you do is take your parter tool, you'll dip it in, let it sit for an hour to overnight, depending on how heavy the rust is. Pull it out, rinse it with water, you're done. There's no sanding, no scrubbing. You just rinse it, and then it's ready to paint, prime, oil, whatever you need to do to it at that point.
And the most amazing part of the product is it's not some sort of crazy caustic stuff they have to be handling special, have some sort of permit to use. Tell me about just how kind of clean this stuff is.
Well, it's great. I mean, you can stick your hands in it. You get, you've got your parts and tools here. Not wearing any, protective eyewear, gloves, safety suits, anything like that. And it's reusable. So you can just keep throwing stuff in there until it basically stops working.
I'm a guy from New England, so anything that's more than about 15 minutes old is coated in a scaly brown awfulness. So this product, which I've actually used previously, is an amazing piece. Where do people find out more?
You can go to our website, tell you all about it. Also, there's a whole list of our retailers, but you can, find us nationwide.
An amazing product available in a whole bunch of different sizes as well. If you have small jobs or big jobs, they have the right volume for you. Evap-O-Rust will save you a whole lot of time and heartache and help you restore rusty parts, tools, basically anything that's made of metal.
Well, here at SEMA, there's some incredible paint jobs. If you know anything about paint and body, it comes with a pretty price tag. But what happens when you get a chip? No worries. I'm here with Tony from Dr. Color Chip. Now, Tony, you guys got the solution. Tell me about it.
Yes, sir, John. Thank you for the opportunity. We have a very unique paint chip repair product. It's proprietary, matched according to the year, make, model, color name, color code of your vehicle, and it's a fully self-contained kit. This is a do-it-yourself kit that you can purchase on our website, and you can actually fix the stone chips and marks on your car yourself. It's a quick, efficient, and permanent application to your car, matched according to the year, make, model, color name, color code, and everything that we're going to use here today comes in that box just for you.
And it's not going to leave me a big old blob. Let's go through the process.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how to apply it.
Sure. Well, our Squirt and Squeegee kit is our most popular selling kit. Comes with a Flex Clear Squeegee. You can literally just take this paint, put a little bit right next to the chips, and you take this squeegee and you can literally pick it up and just cover many chips very fast, as you can see.
Awesome. Then we're going to wait for it to dry. Second process, just wipe it down?
Yes, sir. What will happen is it's going to dry in about 5 to 7 minutes. So you just wait, go get yourself a soda or something in the house, come outside, and then you're going to use our Step 2 blending solution. This is going to remove the excess paint off of that panel and leave a nice flat repair.
Looks great, Tony. What's your website?
Our website is www.drcolorchip.com.
Well, I'm going to get me some Dr. Color Chip for my car because I got some chips in it. Don't touch that remote. We're not finished yet. We'll be back with more from the SEMA show next.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt. Now included with each set of Cook's headers. Go to stage8.com. Brand new muscle car, building yesterday's dream cars today. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day on auto parts and accessories. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to our season finale of Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting from the SEMA show in Las Vegas. We see a lot of themes pop up at SEMA every year. One of them this year is big, kind of rat rod, kind of off-road trucks. This happens to be a Dodge Power Wagon, the iconic Power Wagon cab ranging anywhere from the late 40s into the 1960s. It has a compound turbocharged Cummins diesel, 44-inch tires, and ring gear surrounding the headlights. Pretty dramatic look, pretty crusty look, and an overall pretty capable truck.
That's right, Brian. Rat rods are popular, especially here in Vegas. And I'm here at a 42 Ford that was actually a forestry truck in New Mexico. Pretty cool. Everything on it's custom. Starting here with the intake manifold, all custom. Exhaust manifold. And then down below here, this thing actually gets 30 inches of lift. The hydraulics right here will put you up about 20. The airbag's another 10. See on the front of it, you actually got a tequila bottle as an overflow, man. From the front to the back, everything's custom. This right here, all the way to the little tiny back window. And then if you run out of gas, no problem. You got a rocket launcher on the back that serves as a gas tank.
You know, there's no better way than to get out from under a table where you're taking a nap than on a Magic Creeper, but really there's no better way to get in and out from under a vehicle than using a Magic Creeper, whether it's in the shop, on the side of the road, and Brittany, even used as a shop tool.
Yeah. Brian, you can use it to move heavy objects. You can use it to pull a tire out from underneath the car or pull a transmission out from underneath the car. It's a multi-use tool. So what you do is you unroll it, roll it out underneath the car, leaving a little bit to sit on. This gives you the most travel. So you'll sit on the edge of the creeper with your back up against the car, scoot yourself out, then you can scoot yourself underneath the car, and that, like I said, gives you the most travel.
It's really neat. It rolls up, stores away if you want to put it in the back of your car, in the trunk, the back seat of your pickup truck, whatever you want to do with it, or even just stick it in the closet in the shop as well. Resistant to spills and other materials, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And some people even store one in their motorhome as well as in their shop. The outer material has a polyurethane outer coating, and so it's oil and water resistant, so it's really easy to keep clean.
Well, Brittany, like any piece of equipment in your shop, there is a right way to use it.
Absolutely, Brian. And what we recommend is you keep it rolled up when you have it stored so that it's ready to use the next time you have to use it.
Over 40 inches of travel on there. You can get in around, you can slide laterally as well. A great and convenient way to get under your car in the shop, get job done, and then roll it up and put it away for the next time.
One of the big reveals here at SEMA show is actually the Elephant. It's a 426 supercharged crate engine, pushes 1,000 horsepower. And you know what's cool about it? It's got a supercharger on the top. That thing is massive. And the whole engine comes with all of the CAN's bus network, the computer network you need to run it. Now that's huge. We're talking about the ECM, the computer module, everything. Simply plug and play. So what that does, it actually tells you got every one of the modules up here you can plug in. The front accessories, you got an alternator. You actually have the pulleys, the whole thing's ready to drop in. Nothing more than a Elephant for 1,000 horsepower. For one of your cars, this thing will get it moving. Well, it's been an incredible SEMA show. Brian, we logged some miles around this place. I mean, it's ginormous, man. And one of the highlights for me, I got to watch my own buddy host the NHRA breakfast, man. Great job.
Thank you very much, John. Yeah, it's been a crazy week out here. My dogs are aching, getting ready to hit the road, and really getting ready to take some time off because this is the final episode of this season of Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Plastic. We'll be back to see you again next year from far-flung places, maybe like this one again.
Yep, thanks for watching.